Hello there, and a very warm welcome. As that winter chill starts to creep in, a lot of us are just looking for a little bit of simple, gentle comfort. And today, that's exactly what we're going to explore. A lovely, soothing remedy for one of winter's most common complaints.
It's a feeling so many of us know, isn't it? Especially as we get a bit older. That scratchy, dry, just uncomfortable start to the day. For those of us over 55, it can feel like that dry winter air hits just a little bit harder. But what if the kindest relief doesn't actually come from a bottle?
That's right, we're going right back to the basics. In this explainer, we're going to see how a humble cup of warm water can be such a powerful friend to our well-being. It's really all about using the simple things we already have right in our own kitchens.
Okay, so let's get into it. How does something so incredibly simple actually work? Well, it's more than just a cozy feeling. There's some real, elegant science behind that comfort. Turns out, the relief comes from 3 key actions that all work together beautifully.
So first off, as you bring that warm cup close to your face, that gentle cloud of steam starts to loosen up any of that stubborn mucus. Then the warmth itself is just incredibly calming. It helps to quiet down the inflammation that causes that raw, irritated feeling. And finally, the hydration is absolutely key. It coats the delicate tissues of your throat, kind of like a protective balm from the inside out.
Now, this is really interesting. Our first instinct might be to reach for something icy cold, right? And sure, cold can numb the pain for a little bit, but it also constricts your blood flow, which can actually slow down your body's natural healing process. Warmth, on the other hand, does the opposite. It gently encourages circulation, bringing your body's own healing power right where it's needed most.
All right, so now that we know why it works, let's see how we can put it into practice with some wonderfully easy remedies. And the best part? They use ingredients you very likely have in your kitchen right now.
But first, a really crucial point on safety. We are talking about warm water, not boiling hot. Somewhere around 40 to 50 degrees Celsius is the perfect sweet spot. This is especially important as we get older, because the tissues in our throat become a little more delicate. We want to soothe, not scald.
First up is the timeless classic that so many of us grew up with. A cup of warm water, the juice of half a lemon, and a teaspoon of raw honey. The lemon gives you that little touch of vitamin C for your immune system, and that beautiful honey acts as what's called a demulcent. It just coats and calms the throat. Just sip it slowly, maybe once in the morning, and again before you settle in for the evening.
Okay, our second remedy is a surprisingly powerful one, the simple saltwater gargle. Just a quarter teaspoon of salt in warm water creates a solution that helps draw out excess fluid from swollen tissues, which really helps reduce that inflammation. It's a trick even dentists recommend. For the best effect, gargle for about 30 seconds every couple of hours. And for our third recipe, we're calling on the wonderful power of ginger. All you need is about half a teaspoon of freshly grated ginger in your warm water. Let it steep for a few minutes. For centuries, ginger has been prized for its incredible anti-inflammatory properties, which makes it just perfect for calming that deep irritation and easing a nagging winter cough. So now we have these lovely remedies, but the real magic happens when we turn them into a gentle, daily routine. Consistency is just everything when it comes to feeling better. So let's look at how you can weave these simple practices right into your day.
And here is just a perfect little daily plan. You could start your morning with that warm lemon and honey to hydrate and soothe right away. Then, after lunch, the saltwater gargle is fantastic for a gentle cleanse. And in the evening, a warm cup of that ginger water before bed can really help prevent that frustrating nighttime dryness that so often wakes us up. Here are just a few extra little tips to turn this from a remedy into a true self-care ritual. When you're sipping, try using a wide mug so you can really breathe in that lovely steam. For an extra boost, you could run a hot shower and just sit in the steamy bathroom for 10 minutes. And of course, remember that overall hydration is so important. Try to aim for 6 to 8 cups of fluids a day and maybe limit the caffeine, since it can be a bit drying. Now, while these home remedies are just wonderful for most of those common winter discomforts, it is incredibly important to know when our bodies are asking for a little more help. It's vital to know when it's time to seek professional medical advice. So, the key is to really listen to your body. If the pain lasts for more than a week, or if you have a fever, if you're having any trouble at all swallowing or breathing, or if you happen to notice any white patches on your throat, please don't hesitate to call your doctor. These could be signs of something more serious that really needs proper medical care. So, we've covered the why, the how, and the when. And now, it all comes back to one simple, Gentle action you can take for yourself, maybe even right now.
It really is that simple. You don't have to wait for the discomfort to get any worse. Just pick one of these remedies, whichever one sounds the most soothing to you, and give it a try. Prepare one warm cup, take a quiet moment for yourself, and just notice how it feels. It's a small act of kindness that can make a very big difference.
And I'll leave you with that thought. In our sometimes complicated search for wellness, it seems the most profound solutions are often the most simple ones. What if the very comfort and relief you're looking for this winter is truly just one warm, gentle sip away?
Thank you for being here. Your best years are just beginning. Subscribe and share the 60 to 100 YouTube channel with friends who need this message. Let's age brilliantly together. Watch our next episodes. Just click on the thumbnails. Thank you.